While we're fixing things, we're going to try to fix this sprinkler. This one doesn't work. I've been looking up on this type of sprinkler how to fix it, and I don't think we need to replace the whole valve and head just yet. That was what the repair guy would have done when I called him. But what I think I need to do is take this solenoid and try to swap it with one that's working, like one of these over here, because that's what I read anyway. So I'm going to take this apart. I've taken it apart once before. I was able to do it. You can see it's kind of nubbed up here. But once I do that, then I'll swap the solenoids and we'll see if it works. If that's the problem, then I'll just buy a replacement solenoid for like 10 bucks instead of spending $380 like the repair guy wanted to have me spend. So fingers crossed that it's an easy fix like that. If not, we'll have to do something else. So I unbundled the set here and took off the screws. It's just a matter of taking this off and pulling this out, and then taking this off and putting it over here, and then screwing this back on here, and then screwing this back on here so we don't lose it, and then I'm gonna test it. So that was the easy fix. No water turn off required, no nothing. And then this one just won't do anything because it's not currently set. Okay, so I go on manual mode. 1, doesn't do anything. 2, so that's the one that was working that I didn't touch. That one is the one that I removed the solenoid from. And then this one, oh bummer, not working. So it looks like that's not the problem. Could be a clogged valve then. Okay, step 2 on the fix it. The next suggestion was that I take a paper clip and clear the pinhole that is the valve intake. So I am going to turn off the main and then open up the inside so that I can do that. So interestingly enough, I tried putting the solenoid that was on the broken one onto number 2, the middle one, to see if that would work, and it doesn't. So the solenoid is obviously a problem also. That's one. Oh, so one, so one's working outside now. Oh, the order is swapped. Oh, I see. And then 2 is the middle, nothing for 3, and nothing for 4. I see. So it does work. And this is 1, which is the middle one that's working now. Right, so that solenoid is good. So it's not the solenoid, it must be something else. Okay. So we know that the round part of the solenoid is working, and I'm looking at some instructions I picked up. It says check, remove the assembly from the actuator top using a flat blade screwdriver. Okay, so that's this. I don't know if I can get the whole thing out like this. I think I have to take the whole top out. Oh no. Okay. Okay, I think I can get it. I think I've done this before. Just didn't remember. So I'm going to take this out. Okay, and this is what it looks like. So then it said there will be a cylinder-shaped armature with a spring around it, which there is. Inside the assembly, the spring should extend just over half the length of the armature. So I don't know, is that right? If the spring has become compressed, you can stretch it slightly. So that looks pretty good to me. Check the solenoid for dirt or debris. So I'm going to look in here and check for dirt or debris. It's looking good. Where did it go? Great, don't want to lose this. There should be no dirt or rust inside of the tube, and there isn't, or on the armature itself. With water, clean with water if necessary. In the impression with the solenoid tube assembly seats, there are 2 ports passing into the top of the actuator. Both of these should be completely clear so that the water can pass through them. If blocked, the actuator will not turn on. You can clear with a paperclip or similar object. So let me go look for this port. So they're talking about this. These are the 2 ports, and I have to clear it with a paperclip just to make sure. It looks okay, doesn't look clogged or anything, but I'll do that. So some thoughts I'm having about this is this. First of all, this screw does not have to be highly tightened because I don't necessarily want to push everything down. I don't know if it makes a difference, but I am not going to tighten it too much. And then this sort of shows me that it really isn't. The ability of the inner spring-loaded, whatever you call it, assembly core to rise will permit the flow to occur, if I'm understanding how this works correctly. I think that this screw over here has an impact on the flow, so whereas before I was trying to tighten it completely, I am not going to do that anymore. I am going to possibly, if it's not working, adjust it the other way. The other thing is that this solenoid, I think, with the switching on of the current to it, will cause a field so that the core will open, the valve will open. So I'm kind of thinking that I understand how this works, and now I'm going to turn the water back on and try it again. Do I think it will necessarily work the first time? No. I might have to adjust this. I might still have a problem, of course. I mean, what have I done? I've tried to clean out something from the inside, but I also noticed that the O-ring is sort of disintegrating, so that could be creating some things that could clog these very tiny holes. Who knows what, but let's try this again. There is some good news coming out of this odyssey. I've got to tighten those holes down, but as I open the water, the flow to the outside sprinklers, they started. So I'm going to let them sprinkle a while, because my rose bushes, etc. have not been watered for a long time, like a month even, maybe more. But I will have to figure out how to turn it off, because it's technically not supposed to be going right now. So there's one sprinkler working. Here are my dried up bushes with a sprinkler that's happening underneath it now, so that's good news. And then this sprinkler with more dried up bushes. And this thirsty tree is going to be very happy. And these rose bushes are going to be extremely happy, because I have to totally cut off a lot of this now, because they got all kinds of disease from not being watered. And that was because I both had problems with my hose and my sprinkler at the same time. Yikes! Oh. So I tightened this screw to prevent it from spraying out here, but I'm noticing that underneath there is a leak here. That's again probably because I'm not tightening it down too much. So let's just hand tighten this. See if it's coming out here now. It's kind of harder to see. Let's get I can use this. Is this the one that I wasn't going to tighten too much? So here's my feeling. If it's either always on or always off, I could leave it, then take the actuator out. I don't know. Confused as to how I'm going to solve this problem, because I am on and I'm not supposed to be on. So let me go test out the cycle. Okay, I have confirmed that we have an always on problem now. So Don't know what's worse. I think always on is worse, but we'll let always on happen for a while, and then we will make it always off if we can figure out how. Okay, so when it won't turn off, you need to try tapping gently on the adapter with a rubber mallet to see if it'll dislodge something. You may need to thoroughly clean it. You may also wish to check the seat washer and meter screw, the solenoid, and clean the seat of the anti-siphon valve. You can always shut the center flow control screw completely off to shut the water flow off. Turn it down until the valve shuts off. It'll remain off until it can be serviced either by yourself or a service person. Okay. Okay, that was my problem. I hadn't closed this at the top properly. Still have a little bit of a leak here. I'll have to look at that. And let me go try it from the control. Okay, trying again. 1. Good. 2. Good. 3. 4. Okay.